I'm going to go try to fight the Profound Darkness without warping out and recovering, even though I've been using a whole lot of resources. We'll see how it goes. There it is, the root of all evil in Algo. Is this the shape the Profound Darkness has taken? Ah, what's happening? It's an emanation of the Profound Darkness. Anger, hatred of all that lives, and a great need to destroy. We've got to defeat this thing. This being must not be allowed to come to Algo. The portal is not yet completely open. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity, Chaz. Right, let's go, everybody. Roger. Leave it to me. This is it. Now we determine Algo's future. Our future. Or more accurately, whether we even have a future. That is horrifying. So this first version is not terribly threatening. It's trying to trick you into using up resources, but in reality, the best thing to do here is just pummel it with regular attacks. Because it's not going to be able to hurt your party that badly. It's starting with the second form where it really gets real. Well, you know, I mean, it does do a whole lot of damage, but it only targets a single one of your party members at a time. I guess I can expedite this a little bit with some cross cuts and double slashes. We do have a lot of them. And of course, Rune can use flailies. What am I doing not having Rune flaily? Kyra probably should too. Okay, that wasn't as damaging. And yeah, Ren has a lot of flares, so we'll have him use flare as well. And Kyra can go ahead and heal up Chaz. We are doing a lot of damage. It really makes Destruct look less impressive when it only does slightly more damage than 2 regular attacks from Chaz, for example. Alright, Rika needs healed next. Although it's only single target attacks that this first form can do, they do a lot of damage. Okay, I misspoke. About as much damage as 3 regular attacks from Chaz. Ouch. So Kyra's basically on healing duty while we take care of this first form. Might want a Nayrez after that. Oh, I forgot to get my buffs up. What am I doing? Good grief. Oh man, I should have gotten my buffs up while we were still fighting the first form. That mistake could be costly. Oh. Well, if we lose, I know one tactical error I'll need to remedy. Also, this form is more dangerous, so it is time to start busting out with the heavy attacks. Alright, let's get our buffs up, which we should have done immediately. What was I thinking? Yeah, this thing can use Light Shower. Fortunately, it didn't hit us too hard because we did get our barriers up. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to want to stay topped off for this fight. I don't think I want to risk my hit points being particularly low at all. Alright, so I guess let's start with double slashes. And, We'll have Kyra use a Stardew. We have a lot of them. And yeah, we'll see if we can get off a Grand Cross this time. Nope. That's going to be difficult when not using a macro, but it's fine. Even separately, these abilities do a lot of damage. Alright, good. I don't really feel the need to even have Ren recover. He's still got tons of hit points. Wonder if... I do have the Grand Cross macro still set up, right? Or do I? Yeah, there it is. That just makes everyone else do regular attacks, though. Probably not worth it at all. Okay, fine. Flare. Let's use Ray Blade then. Double slash. And have Kyra throw out a Nafoy. And yeah, more FS from Rune. Ouch. Okay. So this time, I will have Rika use a SAR. Yeah, I guess I will. I want to save some of my best stuff for the final form, which is by far the most dangerous. Really like the design of this thing. Really alien, grotesque, horrifying. As usual, the monster designs in this game are on point. Okay, time for the final form. Which is some kind of horrid female dark god. Almost makes you start to wonder if the Great Light versus Profound Darkness was some kind of alien god version of a marital spat. Also, the music changes here, becomes really intense and pretty awesome. We are not at full hit points in any way, are we? Let's get off another SAR from Rika. Yeah, this is pretty good final boss music. Let's leggy in it. Okay. Yeah, this form uses Megid on us. So, do not underestimate this thing. I will have Kyra use a Stardew. Keep us all topped off. Alright, Legium was 300 and some, I think. Let's see how much FS does. FS is actually better than Legion. Alright, good to know. The difference is Legion targets all enemies and FS only targets one. So that's why. Okay, yes, please target only one enemy. Or I mean only one enemy. Only one party member. That is much easier to stay on top of. We'll have Kyra. I think she can actually just use a Guy Res for that. Don't want to burn through my TP too much. Alright, not a big deal. We'll go ahead and have Renyu's recover anyway, just to be on the safe side. But this is going well so far. The less the Profound Darkness spans Megid, the better it will be for us. Alright, I don't think I even feel the need to have Ren recover from that one. Let's keep hitting it as hard as we can. Doing the Great Light's dirty work for us. Don't forget, this thing split off the being... Oh man, here comes Megid. Okay. Definitely need to recover. I think another Stardew from Kyra will suffice. Yeah, and don't forget, the Great Light and the Profound Darkness were originally one being. We are basically fighting one half of, or rather the other half of the Great Light here. Okay, thanks for wasting your turn on that one, Profound Darkness. It's interesting how it's got an ability as powerful as Megid, and then for another of its abilities, it just puts somebody to sleep and they immediately wake up. It's completely pointless. Quite a wide variation in the effectiveness of its attacks. Oh, we got off a Grand Cross. Nice. Oh boy. Whew. Okay, I really need to be careful. So this time, I'm going to have Rika use Sar and Kyra use a Stardew to make sure we get back to full. And, okay, I'm out of FS, so no more Grand Crosses. I think Legion is a little more damaging than Nafoid. Let's compare. 230. Ha, thanks for wasting another turn. Okay. We'll have Rika use one more Sar this turn. Should have just used Guy Sar, but I thought that I would get fully healed from that combination, and I didn't. So I'm having to waste an extra turn on Rika there. Alright, it was 230 from Rune's Nafoy. Let's see what Legion does. Okay, significantly better. Not that we have a lot of those left anyway. Now we're looking good. Just in time for another Megid. Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and have Ren recover. Continue to play it safe. We've come so far, I don't want to lose now. Another Stardew from Kyra. We're starting to run lowish on those, which could be really problematic because Rika doesn't have a ton of technique points left either. Alright, Ren will recover again, and the rest of the party can go all out this turn. I'm going to have Ren use his Positron Bolt attack this time. We're out of Legions. Alright, down to Nafoys with Rune then. Oh! We win! That's it. The Profound Darkness has been defeated. Victory. Ah! What's going on? I cannot move the force holding this dimensional hole open. I cannot move through the text at this point. It goes at its own pace. Is gone. I sense a time warp. It's getting bigger. Danger! Danger, Will Robinson. Sorry, couldn't resist. What are we supposed to do? What the? The Alcidian just shattered. The Alcidian. It's protecting us. It's beautiful. Thank you all. It's over, huh, Chaz? Yes, it's over. We were able to keep Algo safe. Departure preparations are complete. Well, I guess we'll head back to Desolus. We'll get a ride with Ren. It was quite a fun journey, Chaz. The likes of which I haven't had in a long time. You should come visit Desolus once in a while. That's not possible. They don't have a spaceship. And flapping their arms won't get them too far. Ha ha! So, I guess it's really goodbye, Chaz. What a pity you won't be able to enjoy my wit anymore. I will go to Zelen to assist my master Ren. Goodbye, Chaz. Eventually, the time will come when both my master and I will become unnecessary to Algo. But until that time, I will work to complete my duties. After I take everyone to Desolus, I will return to Zelen. So Motavia is really going to just be reverting to desert. I guess you will need the support of the system. A little while longer. Ren, where's Rika? She has already gone to the Landale. Parting must be difficult for her. I see. Goodbye, Chaz. Stay well. I believe we will meet again. Rika, we are leaving. Yes. That's a particularly cute picture of Rika right there. They're gone. Ren, Rika, the road you choose will probably be painful. And difficult. You are our hope. You must be strong and live with pride. Yes, Ren, thank you. I've got to get back to Tono. Chaz, thanks for everything. I feel that I learned a lot from this trip. Thanks. And saved the universe, but, whatever. Or at least the Algo solar system. I'm returning to the academy. After all this, I've become disgusted. With some of the people there, but I'll just have to transform those feelings into inner strength. You're more stubborn than me, hon. Goodbye, Chaz. I got so disgusted with academia I just left. I will always be proud that I fought beside you. Chaz, I guess it's goodbye. Rune. Even though the battle against the Ultimate Fiend is over, my mission as Lutz must continue. You see, I must watch over all Algo. I'm still lacking in training and experience. What are you talking about? You defeated 4 incarnations of Dark Force and the Profound Darkness. I must continue to improve myself, and eventually pass it on to the next Lutz. How can you say you're lacking in training and experience when you've saved the entire solar system from the ultimate evil? Won't we meet again? Probably not. You silly, don't cry. You can live now without anyone else's help. A lot of partings here in the ending here. Rika! Chaz! Rika! An enthralling conversation they're having here. So long, Chaz. Take care. Rune. Rune, thank you. And goodbye. The long battle is over. We were able to free ourselves from the terrible curse of yore. To the souls of those who sacrificed their lives for Algo. Sleep in peace. From person to person. From age to age. As long as memories last. Oh, casual clothes for Chaz and Rika. We will not forget the sacrifices that have been made. The eons-old struggle between light and dark has ended, and now the curtain rises on a new age. So that's Phantasy Star 4. My stomach has been growling through this entire final episode. I hope the mic isn't picking that up. That would be embarrassing. But kind of funny, I suppose. So, in the game it never says this, but I guess the Phantasy Star Compendium explains that Seed basically created Rika, who is better adapted to the harsh conditions on Motavia, being basically a genetically engineered superhuman, a Newman. with the intent of having her serve as like the eve of a new, stronger breed of human that can better survive on Motavia. So I think that's kind of what Ren meant when he said, Rika, you are our hope. Now, so basically, Chaz now gets to live the dream of cranking out as many babies as possible with a super cute, long-eared space elf, essentially. Have fun, Chaz. A just reward for saving the solar system from ultimate darkness. Kind of an odd decision on Seed's part, because you would think a male Newman, who would obviously be able to be father to far more children than a single female can be mother to, would be better for starting a new, better adapted breed of humans, since Motavia is going to be returning to desert without all the systems to artificially maintain its more fertile condition. But anyways, Phantasy Star 4. That game still absolutely holds up. I've had a lot of fun playing through it again. There were a couple dungeons that have high random encounter rates, and the dungeons are long, and you just encounter the same enemies over and over again, and it gets a little repetitive, I suppose. But that's what JRPGs were like, and often still are like. In that respect, gameplay-wise, Phantasy Star 4 is fairly basic. That doesn't mean it's not fun. It's absolutely still fun. But, like I said, kind of basic. Not a lot of gimmicks or bells and whistles. But what really makes this game for me is the story, the characters, the setting. All of those, I think, are top-notch, A+. The blending of sci-fi and fantasy works really well in this game, I feel. I really like the characters. I like the lore, the backstory. This game is just fantastic. Still one of my favorites. Still holds up. Almost a shame that a proper follow-up to the classic Phantasy Stars has never been made. The online games absolutely do not count. They barely feel like Phantasy Star games compared to the classics. But in a way, maybe it's best that the series finished here, because honestly, this feels like a suitable ending. It really wrapped everything up in a satisfactory way. So it's not a bad thing at all, ending the series on such a high note, such a strong note, closing out with a proper end to the story. So that is Phantasy Star 4. Thank you for watching, anybody who has made it this far. Hope you have enjoyed this playthrough as much as I have. I'll see you next time for whatever I end up playing next. Bye!